Here's a giant thank you to all my Patreon members. Your support is greatly appreciated. What is up, guys? It is Nova Joe, and I am back again with another character profile and weapon overview. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Apple Sister, a very unique character that I do believe is new to the series. I don't remember her being in EDF1. Now, the Apple Sister, as you can see here, has a very slow walking speed. It's just 2. She moves very slowly. She has a jump of 3, so that's pretty bad, but her SP charge speed's really good at a 6. Now, her maneuverability is the river ride. By pressing L2, I hop on my boat and sail like I'm heading down the Dunubi River. Hopefully, I don't hit a stag. Now, what's great about this maneuverability is that there is no downtime between activating it again. So you can activate it. As soon as it ends, you can activate it again. Now, it's not super fast, as you'll see when I demonstrate it here in just a minute. But it is a nice, it is a lot speedier than just walking for any of the characters. And so it can get you out of harm's way. It's just not as speedy as some of the other maneuverabilities. The support ability is the Apple Bomb. Thrown apples will bounce up to 5 times. It's not a super flashy ability, but I sure have a lot of apples. Now, it does exactly like it says here. These are apples that bounce, and when they hit an enemy, they explode, and each explosion does over 3,000 points of damage. So they do a lot of damage, and it is a lot of apples that you can throw out. And if I remember right, you can throw out 3 sets of apples before you have to recharge it, and it does take a while to recharge. It's 10 plus seconds to recharge. Now, the SP move is the Apple Fall. Apples appear above enemy heads. They all crash down together. 1 apple per enemy. So few foes make for a lackluster attack, and it is pretty lackluster. Basically, you aim at an enemy, you press the R3 button, and the Apple Fall attack, it takes place, and it's really lackluster. I don't know why they put it in the game, or why they didn't flesh it out a bit more, but basically it calls, as it says here, 1 apple per enemy, and these are really large apples, and they fall down and explode and hit the enemy. So it's 1 apple per enemy. So few foes makes for a lackluster attack. They even flat out tell you it's a lackluster attack. You may be thinking, what do apples have to do with Hungary? Actually, Hungarians eat the most apples per capita in the world. With that record, it's a wonder we didn't discover gravity when in Budapest. Try our famous apple treats. Okay, now let's take a look at the weapon she comes with, and that is the Cataluna. Oh boy, this is a fun one to pronounce. Catalunica Oracle. Now, the Catalunica Oracle is a flamethrower type weapon. It ignites enemies when hitting ground, buildings, penetrates through enemies. It is a very powerful attack when it actually hits the enemies. As you can see here, it does 601 points of damage, and when coupled with the Apple Sister here, it does a plus 20% damage. Now, what is really rough about this weapon is that while it does do a lot of damage to the enemies when it hits, it ricochets. So if you're firing this in an enclosed environment, you can rest assured you're going to take some damage. It's going to come back on you. Even out in big open environments, when you hit buildings or trees, it's going to send it back at you. So you can take damage with this weapon. So while it is a pretty cool weapon in regards to the damage it can deal, it does have a big downside, meaning you can get hurt too because it does ricochet around. But it does penetrate through enemies. So, alright guys, that is the Apple Sister. Let's go see her in action. Alright, here is the Apple Sister. Alright, first off, she runs with L3. She has a terrible jump, a horrible walk. But here's her L2 ability. It's her boat. And what's nice is that you can start and stop it whenever you like, and then activate it again. So it will let you zoom across surfaces pretty fast. Now let's see how it does on water. Okay, it's a bit faster on water. I did not realize that until now. But as you can see here, if you use her boat on a watered surface, you can actually zoom pretty speedily. So this does activate, or this is very useful on water. Alright, that's something new. I'm glad I picked this level. Alright, this is her R1 apple attack. As you can see, the apples do bounce. They do hit objects and bounce back in different directions. So it's best to have a clean, an open line of fire when you throw this. That way it doesn't bounce back and and go all over the place, but actually goes towards your targets. And as you can see right there, they're bouncing all over the place. And, well, it didn't hurt me. Okay, let's see. Well, yeah, I was going to see if it would hurt me. But it doesn't look like it'll hurt you. All right, here we go. And as you can see, over 10-second reload on that apple attack. Here comes some enemies. Uh-oh, we got some fish guys. Let's move out of the way here and hit them with the flamethrower. Here we go. Here goes the flamethrower. And as you can see, 721 points of damage, getting that 20% boost. And you can see that the flames actually go all over the place. So thankfully we're using this out in the open, and means that they're not going to ricochet back on me too much. Whoa, here we go. Whoa, crud, I spoke too soon. And yes, it did come back on me. All right, zoom over here a little bit, jump up here. We're going to zoom over this way. Yeah, this is pretty nice on the water. And I love the fact that you can reactivate it again. All right, I'm not rescuing characters at the moment because I want to show you guys. I don't want other teammates hanging around me because I want you guys to see the character in action by herself, unimpeded by the clutter of other characters. Oh, here we go. Got more enemies. Let's get back over here and show you the apple attack. And I go, oh my goodness, there went something. Oh, here we go. Fishmen ready. Oh, crud. Oh, let's get up here. Let's throw the apples. All right. All 3 apples bouncing, hitting the enemies, doing 3,000 points of damage apiece. Did a lot of damage here. Oh, crud. Whoa, use the boat. Get out of the way. All right. Whoa, I just took a ton of damage. A ton of damage. All right, here's the SP move. Boom. Apple fall. Here we go. Here come the apples. Boom. One giant apple. It's terrible. It is a terrible attack. Let's move. Let's get out of here. All right. Blast the enemies. Oh, crud. Oh, it's ricocheting off the enemy into me. I did not realize it would ricochet off the enemy. I knew it would ricochet off the environment, but as you can see here, it ricocheted off the enemy right into me. Terrible weapon. Terrible weapon. Okay, guys, that is the Apple Sister. You saw everything she has to offer. Nice little boat ability, especially if you're on water levels, to zip across the water. Has a nice little apple attack where you throw out the apples. They do a lot of damage. However, the SP move is pretty lackluster. Giant apple falls and bounces off the head of the enemy. Does a good chunk of damage, but it wasn't even enough to kill even one fish man. That is pathetic. And then the Catalunya Oracle, Catalunya, how you pronounce it, the Oracle. The shots reflect off the enemies right back in your face. It's not a viable weapon. It does do a lot of damage if you can keep it from hitting you, but as you saw right there, the shots do come back at you even when they hit the enemy. Alright guys, that is the Apple Sister. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, please comment down below, and if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. And as always guys, take care, God bless, and keep on gaming. I am not going to be playing as the Apple Sister anytime soon.